Okay, let's go over this simple problem that illustrates how to calculate the present value of an annuity due. The question appears on the screen in front of you. What is the present value of 16 quarterly payments of $6,000 if the first payment is received today? The appropriate annual interest rate in effect and applicable to the return we expect to earn on these funds is 5%. Alright, now I've worked this ahead of time just to make the demo go quicker, so let me bring some information to light. Let me go in here. Okay, so the payment amount is $6,000. That's each payment is $6,000. Now the number of payments, they told us, was 16. Okay, so it looks like quarterly payments for 4 years. They tell us the interest rate is 5%. And by the way, if it doesn't say the word annual and they only give you the interest rate, always assume it's annual. So we need to jot in the periodic interest rate. And you can see here I've taken 5% and divided by 4. Okay, let me just hit the F2. You see the 5% divided by 4. You also see it up here. Alright, so then we just need to calculate the present value. Now, I've solved it here and I'll show it to you right there. But let me come up to the formula bar and hit this so that it pops up on your screen, and you can see what it's telling us. The rate was given in cell D7, and that was the 5% divided by 4, or 1.25%, right? Number of periods was 16. Now, I gave the payment amount. I entered it as a negative number, so I said subtract the value in cell D5. And the reason I did that is if we're going to calculate the present value, and we're going to get that today, we must be giving up the payments. So if I reverse that, and just made that D5, you'll see that the answer goes negative. Well, I don't want the answer to come back as negative. I want the answer to come back as positive, so we'll assume the payments are what we're giving up in return for what we're getting, which will be a positive number. And then there's the future value 0, right? It isn't given in the problem. We don't care what the future value is. We're concerned with the present value. And then the last parameter or variable we need to put into the present value function is the type. And type represents the logical value. You can leave it blank if it's an annuity, right? A regular annuity. But if it's an annuity due, you need to put a 1 in there telling it that the payment occurs at the beginning of the period. Alright, so once I enter those, I hit enter, and we come back with the answer, which is $87,603.28.